Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here today and for watching this video. And in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be getting the channeled message of the day from Spirit. And to do this reading, I've laid out 3 piles of cards. Pile number 1, you're going to be this white crystal here. Pile 2, you're going to be this clear, transparent crystal here. And pile 3, you're going to be this red crystal here. So take a minute and focus on the piles and decide which one you're most drawn to. You can then scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into the reading. Pile 1, so you guys chose this white crystal here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you received the World card here, and it says, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Beautiful energy. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, pile 1, that they really want you to just be open, like this card says, to new things in your life, new experiences, new people, new ways of thinking. You know, just having this expansive attitude where you're open to new possibilities and new opportunities. And, you know, with the World card here, it reminds me of, you know, just having this open-minded attitude where you let new things in and you're open to the world and what the world has to offer you. So I love that. So let's get some more energy here. So you have this card here and it says, life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? Interesting. So yeah, I feel like this sort of goes along with this card here. Spirit really just wants you to focus on the good in life. You know, focus on the new opportunities, the new possibilities that you have. Not focusing on, you know, the difficulties in your life or maybe what's not going right, you know, but really being in this positive outlook where you welcome new opportunities and you recognize your blessings and your abundance and you're just in a positive outlook. So interesting. You also have the full moon in Gemini here. And it says, embrace the flow of life. Yeah, so I do feel like there's this energy here of sort of just going with the flow, being open to new possibilities, being positive, and just embracing, you know, the flow, you know, and realizing that things aren't always going to be great. Things always, you know, aren't always going to go the way you want them to. There will be, you know, those hard times, like this card says, there will be those difficulties, but it's important to just go with the flow and accept what comes and just be in this, you know, state of optimism and openness here. So you also have number 14 with going beyond normal. Yeah, and I see this card as, again, sort of being open to new things. And, you know, maybe with this light bulb here, it reminds me of like having new ideas and, you know, going beyond what you're used to, you know, going out of your comfort zone and being open to new ideas, being open to new ways of doing things. And also, expanding your consciousness and, really just being open to what the world has to offer you. So it's sort of all coming together here in this message, but Spirit really just wants you to sort of go beyond your comfort zone here, go beyond what's normal to you and be open to the world. You also have golden opportunities here. And it says, when the light finds you, step forward. What awaits was always yours to claim. Beautiful. So yeah, there is new opportunities here. And Spirit just wants you to know that there are. Sorry about that, pile one. So as I was saying, Spirit just wants you to be open to these golden opportunities here. And stepping forward into them, not being fearful of them or not shying away from them, but really stepping forward into those opportunities and claiming what is yours. There's a message here about what awaits was always yours to claim. So you're deserving of these opportunities, pile one, and Spirit wants to bring them to you. There's this beautiful gold sun here in this window, and I feel like that represents these golden opportunities here that Spirit is bringing you, and they just want you to take them, to step forward and claim them, however that resonates. So I just want to get some more energy here from the tarot. So you have the Six of Cups here. And that's beautiful because that talks about, taking those opportunities. And it talks about enjoying our time and, spending time with loved ones and being open to new possibilities and, sort of being in this flow that I mentioned before. Because I feel like these cups here are the opportunities that Spirit is offering you. And they really want you to take advantage of those opportunities right now, whether that's, within your career, within your relationships, within your, activities or hobbies, whatever it is for you here. So interesting. You also have the Strength card here. And yeah, I feel like for you, stepping into these new opportunities and sort of getting out of your comfort zone may take some strength. It may require you to really be strong right now and be in this energy of the lion here, who is confident and bold and courageous. So it may take some strength to sort of open yourself to these opportunities and to what the world has to offer. But you're capable of it, pile one, and Spirit really wants you to know that today. You also have the Three of Cups here, which is all about celebration and, being in that positive outlook that we saw before, really looking at life in a positive way and looking at all the opportunities that are surrounding you and jumping into those opportunities, taking advantage of them. So interesting. You also have the Seven of Cups here, which can be about dreaming and, our dreams, our wishes, our hopes. And, so I feel like you do have dreams here, pile one, and Spirit wants you to know that they know you have dreams, and they want to help you achieve those dreams. They want to help you make those dreams come true. But they need you to just go with the flow right now and really be open to what Spirit is offering you and all of the opportunities that are surrounding you here with the Seven. One final message for you guys to wrap up your reading here. So Spirit, can we get a final message? Okay, so you have the Present card here. And it says, in this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition, joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. Yeah, that makes sense because, I feel like that's what Spirit is saying here is really living in the present and just taking advantage of your opportunities in the present and not worrying about the future, but really just going with the flow and going with the ebbs and flows of life and just taking advantage of the present, pile one. So I love that for you guys. So that is all I have for you today, pile one. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile two. So you guys chose this clear crystal here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have number 33 here with pay attention to your dreams. Beautiful. So yeah, I feel like Spirit's message for you today, pile two, is to really take notice of your dreams right now, because I feel like there may be some messages or some guidance that is coming to you from Spirit through your dreams. They may be giving you signs or signals or guidance of some sort that they really want you to just pay attention to right now. And I also feel like this card is about, letting yourself dream, and letting yourself have those dreams, not giving up on your dreams, but just recognizing them and realizing how important they are to your life and to your future. So there's sort of two messages coming through here with this card. So I love that. You also have Cardinal here with adventure. And it says, you need to live up to your fullest potential, explore new directions, and take risks in order to grow as an individual. Change may be uncomfortable, but it is necessary. Interesting. So there is this message about sort of going on an adventure right now, pile two. Maybe doing something different, trying something new, going to a new place maybe. But really taking those risks right now and really expanding yourself. Maybe you take a new class, or maybe you go to a new place, whatever it is here, but really allowing yourself to expand and to grow and, to make those changes that, like this card says, may be uncomfortable, but they're really needed right now. So interesting energy. You also have number 22 with mystery here. And it says revelations, discovery, secrets, unveil. Wow. So yeah, I feel like there is a connection with this card and this dreams card here. I feel like you may discover something in your dreams, by really looking at your dreams. And, you might even want to keep like a dream journal where you write down what your dream was about in the morning, or you take notes of what your dream was about, because I feel like there's some sort of secrets or maybe things that you'll discover in your dream time. And I feel like there's a need here to sort of examine your dreams, to really figure out what your dreams are trying to tell you and what maybe Spirit is trying to tell you as well. So interesting. You also have Twilight magic here, and it says, you may feel that you cannot move forward in life, but you are blessed, so move on with love. Hmm. Yeah. So, I feel like for those of you that are feeling sort of blocked right now, or maybe you're feeling bored, or maybe you're feeling, stuck. Um, and I feel like that's why this adventure card came up, because I feel like there is a need to sort of try new things and go new places here to really expand yourself. Because, there is this energy of feeling stuck here. And I feel like Spirit is trying to help you out of that state of feeling stuck. And they want you to know that you are blessed, and they're working with you here. We do have the unicorn here, which, reminds me of, the magic that is all around you, pile two. So interesting. You also have inner wisdom here. And it says, the answers you seek have always lived within, quiet, steady, and true. Yeah, so Spirit wants you to know that, you are very intuitive, pile two, and you have a lot of wisdom within you. A lot of maybe hidden wisdom, with this mystery card being here. So Spirit just wants you to sort of follow your intuition and follow that inner guidance, that you receive, because you are very wise and you do have all the answers. There's no need to sort of seek outside answers, because you have them within you, pile two. So I love that. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy. So you have the Five of Pentacles here. Yeah, and that talks about, when we feel a lack of something, or we feel like we're not moving forward, like we're stuck, like we don't have enough. And I feel like this is the energy that Spirit is trying to get you out of here. And maybe by taking, doing some sort of adventure here, you'll feel more fulfilled in your life. Maybe you take a new class, or you meet some new people, or you go to a new place, however it resonates here. But I feel like that's going to help you get out of this feeling of maybe boredom or lack here. So you also have the Nine of Wands, which is really about, persisting and, despite the obstacles, despite the hardships, really moving forward, and it can also be about, boundaries, so maybe you need to tell yourself, I, need to take this new class, or I need to go to this new place, or I need to meet new people. Maybe it's about setting boundaries with yourself, or, I just get this energy of like really persisting through the hard times and through that stuck energy to sort of move forward here. You also have the Three of Swords, and that can be about disappointment, or, like I said, hardship, obstacles, maybe even heartbreak, pain. So I feel like, if there is something here that maybe disappointed you, or upset you in some way, I do feel like there is a need to sort of, do something new, like I said, but also maybe pay attention to your dreams and to your inner wisdom here, in order to heal whatever this difficulty or hardship is here. So interesting. You also have the King of Swords here. And that's beautiful, because that talks about, really being courageous and brave, and, expanding yourself in some way. And, it also talks about, moving forward, really. So as I was saying, the King of Swords moves forward. He goes after what he wants and he gets it. So I feel like that is the energy that Spirit really wants you to be in right now, is to, really not let the obstacles or the heartbreak or hurt here get in your way, but just move forward towards your goals and dreams here, and really pay attention to those dreams right now. So I love that. So I just want to get one last message for you guys here. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 2, please? Okay, so you have infinite creativity here. And it says, at any moment, I am able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within me. Unique ideas flow through, each one capable of blossoming into beautiful creations. Wow, I love that. So yeah, I feel like, Spirit really wants you to tap into this creativity right now, because I feel like you are very creative, and I feel like you are capable of creating beautiful things, however that resonates. And Spirit just wants you to tap into that energy right now, into that creativity. So I love that. And sometimes we get ideas, creative ideas in our dreams. And I feel like Spirit really wants you to tap into your dreams in order to discover those new creations that may be just, in your mind. So very interesting. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 3. So you guys chose the red crystal here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you received the vow here. Interesting energy. So I feel like Spirit really wants to talk to you today, pile 3, about some sort of vow or promise maybe that you've made here. This could be like a partnership or a marriage. It could be maybe, a business deal or contract. But something that you promised or you vowed to do here. And I do feel like there's a spiritual connection to this because we do have the bird here. So I feel like Spirit is watching over whatever this vow is here, whether that be marriage or some sort of business partnership or contract, whatever it is here. Spirit is really watching over and sort of guiding this connection here. So interesting. You also have deer here with compassion, and it says, accept everything as it is and find compassion for all in this situation. Interesting. So yeah, I feel like Spirit is asking you to really be open to this connection or contract here and to really have compassion. For a lot of you, I feel like this may be a love connection here, some sort of vow that you have with someone. And Spirit just wants you to be compassionate right now within that connection. Have compassion for maybe the other person and also for yourself. But, and if it applies to business, having compassion for, your business partner or your employees or, your boss, your coworkers, however it resonates here, but really living in that energy of compassion right now. So I love that. You also have the reconciler here. Interesting. So for some of you, this could be about reconciling with someone, or, maybe there was some sort of disagreement or separation here within a marriage or within a partnership. And Spirit is really asking you to be in this energy of compassion and to forgive this other person or party and really come to this place of reconciliation here. And I feel like they are, wanting you to sort of be the one to hold out your hand and offer that forgiveness and offer that, offer that compassion right now. So interesting energy. So you also have number 7 with show love and compassion. And it says the angel of Mount Shasta. Yeah, so again, a message about love and compassion here. And I feel like for some of you, if this is about some sort of separation or disagreement here, there is a need to show this person or party love and compassion right now, and to really work on healing that bond, healing that whatever that vow is, that you made. So interesting. You also have curiosity leads here. And I also want to say, in regards to this card, I do feel like the angels are with you and they are guiding you in terms of this reconciliation here. And they really want you to know that they're bringing you healing energy right now. So I love that. So you also have curiosity leads here, and it says, follow the spark that calls. What you seek may reveal more than you imagined. Interesting. So yeah, I feel like if you are being called to reconcile with someone here, to mend a connection, Spirit is really guiding you to do that. And they want you to, just step into that energy of being compassionate, being loving, being forgiving, and really working towards healing or reconciling whatever this bond or connection is here. So interesting. So I want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy. So you have the Two of Cups. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because for some of you here, I do feel like this could be about a love connection. Some sort of relationship that maybe you made a vow to this person. And it doesn't have to be marriage. It could be maybe you just live together, or maybe you are, just dating each other. But I feel like for some of you, there is a need to sort of reconcile with this person or connection here. You also have the Knight of Wands here. And yeah, the Knight of Wands is someone who is very passionate and very loving, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he is very committed to whatever he does. And I feel like that's the energy that Spirit really wants you to be in right now, is this energy of staying committed to whatever this vow is that you made, and being open and being passionate and being loving. And maybe, like I said before, working to mend whatever rift or disagreement, might have occurred. So interesting. And the Knight of Wands also fights for, what he wants. So, there is that energy of sort of fighting for this, connection or relationship maybe here. You also have the Three of Wands, which is about, can be about going after what we want, So if you want to mend this relationship, go for it, do it. Hold out your hand to this person, and take advantage of those opportunities that you have right now to really work on this vow or this connection here. So interesting. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here. And that's beautiful because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very loving and compassionate, and she's very abundant in her life. She's very stable and grounded, and she gets what she wants. And I feel like this is the energy that Spirit wants you to step into here, this solid, stable energy. So like I said, if there is some sort of disagreement or rift with someone right now, I feel like Spirit really just wants you to find that stability again and find that solidness within this connection or contract here. So love that. So I just want to get one final message here for you guys. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 3, please? Final message. So you have unique lives here. And it says, I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. Interesting. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, there's a need to sort of try to understand this other person's perspective, and really be open to their way of living their life, which may not agree with your way. It may not be the same way you think or feel or act, but it's about really recognizing and appreciating everybody's unique journey here and their own ways of doing things. So that's a very, very good message there from Spirit. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.